Hi guys. We worked a lot last week on doing some responses and work really practicing for the M-STEP test that's coming up. We did a lot of reading and justifying our thinking about the reading, looking at a text and then looking for summary sentences that describe the text that we just read. And now we're going to go through a training video that's filled with some sample items here to help you guys get a good look of what the M-STEP test is actually going to look like. The first thing that you need to know is that it is going to be on your computer. And so you're going to have to go through a few setup questions, just like you do when we use Blackboard Collaborate. So you'll click on this play audio button, and if you can hear what they say, you'll say the sound is working. And then it will make sure that you can see everything you need to see. Again, this is just to make sure everything is working properly. And all of these that we're going to talk about today are all sample questions. So one of the cool things about the M-STEP test is they actually have a bunch of tools embedded inside of the test itself to help you. One of the things that helps you is this question mark button. That's actually a help button. And from here, frequently asked questions are listed there along with their answers. And then there's always a button that's listed on the test called Test Directions. If you ever feel like you need to rehear the directions or think through things in a different way, or even see things at an additional time, you're able to click on either of these buttons at any time during the test. Another thing that's kind of cool is that you have some power in how you answer the questions. And I hope that you guys have seen that I've really been trying to teach you to slow down while you're reading, answer each question after you fully read each question and its directions. This pointer tool is what you're going to use to select the answers for your questions. And one thing that I really want to urge you to remember is that sometimes if you don't read the question itself in its entirety, you're going to get the answer wrong, even if you choose an answer that you think fits the question, because sometimes the question is actually asking for two responses, or asking you to select two different responses. So that's something to really watch out for. One thing that's also really cool is, unlike when you do it in paper and pencil, it's really hard to erase and re-answer. You guys can change your answer using this pointer tool to a different answer at any time during the test. And you also have the ability to go back and reread your questions and look at your answers too, in case you wanted to select a different answer. After you answer the questions on each page of the test, you're able to use this next button here, just like we've been doing. You can go back to answer questions by clicking on the back button. That's pretty simple, right? And then here are some additional tools that really I've been teaching you in ELA how to do this in your ELA notebook or on a Word doc, but you guys have the ability to do these things right inside of your test. You have the ability to use the cross-off tool to cross off answers that you do not believe are correct. You have the ability to use a highlighter, just like we do when we take notes, to really highlight important information or information in a text that really sticks out to you. You also have an option of increasing the size of the text. And then you also have a line guide that it's really powerful. It helps you track a single line of a text as you're reading. So some of you like to put a blank paper on an article or something and just read it line by line and have that blank paper go down so only the line that you are reading is exposed at that time. That's essentially what this line guide is, okay? Some additional tools is they actually have some virtual sticky notes in here that you are able to utilize and then kind of stick into that spot of the test, where you can type in notes or ideas or things like, hey, I might want to use this in my essay response, and all of that is right inside of the text. Again, the help button is always there, and then the eraser is there for you to just reset your answers for that particular question really easily. Helpful testing hints. This is something that is really going to be helpful for you guys. One thing you need to know is that there is no time limit to finish the test. Only one question is going to appear at a time. If you need to go away from your computer, the bathroom, take a brain break, there's a pause button function that you are able to click. And then when you're ready to resume, there's a resume function that you are able to do. You will receive a message that says you have officially completed the test once you have answered all of the questions for the test. If you click finish and you did not answer all of the questions, for example, if you skipped a question by accident or something, it will also tell you that. And so you'll have to go back and finish those questions, and then you will get the alert that you've completed the test. Once you've done that, you will click the exit button to show us teachers that you are done with the test. And so in the next video tomorrow, we are going to talk about some specific sample questions that you're going to see on the test. But for today, this is all that you need to know.